Credit card interest rates are at a record high, and some cards are charging well above the average. It's up to nearly 34% interest. Ooh, on your sites, Christine Lazar joining us now with which cards will cost you the most if you carry a balance. Christine, 34%?
I know, it really stings. It's these store branded cards, right?
Okay.
And we've all been there, especially as we head into the holidays and you're buying a lot and they say, hey, would you like to save a percentage and sign up for our card? Well, buyer beware. The average credit card carries about a 21% interest rate right now. And if you think that's high, the average store-only cards are now surpassing 30%. That's a threshold that few cards dared to pass years ago, according to Bankrate. Among the highest retail cards right now, Burlington and Michaels. They both have 33.24% APR. Ted Rossman with Bankrate says retail credit cards are typically much higher than those traditional general purpose credit cards because the retailers tend to be less strict with who they'll give it to, so they assume a higher risk and make you pay for it.
Do you think consumers are simply not aware what that interest rate is, especially if they've held that card for quite a while?
A lot of people sign up impulsively at the checkout. Maybe the cashier says, hey, do you want to save 30% off today's purchase? You may not even realize you're signing up for a credit card. I think sometimes it's a little confusing where maybe you think it's a store loyalty program or something like that. It's important to note that these are credit products. This is debt. There's an interest rate, often a high one. It affects your credit score.
According to Bankrate, there are currently 16 retail cards that charge just over 32% to consumers who carry balances. They include Walgreens, Ross, Victoria's Secret, TJ Maxx, also Wayfair, Kay Jewelers, Jared, and Zales. Lots of jewelry stores on there. The lowest average APR for a store-only card, Amazon secured card at 10%. The Military Star card at 15.5%, and Bass Pro Shops charges just under 10%. So what do you do if you realize you have a balance on a card that has a very high interest rate? Well, try to transfer the balance to a zero interest card. You may qualify for up to 21 months interest free. So that's almost 2 years without having to pay interest. But then stop using that card, right?
Exactly, exactly. And you got to pay it off in those 2 years.
Yes.
Now, do you think that these interest rates are going to go down anytime soon?
So the experts I spoke to said even if the Fed stopped raising the interest rate or even if they let it fall, if it comes down a percentage or two to like 32% or 31% or even 29%, it's still not sustainable if you're going to carry a balance and you don't have a lot of money to pay it off every month. So the best advice I have for people is don't sign up for that store only card unless you plan to pay it off every month.
Every month.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll really get sticker shock with that interest rate.
All right, Christine, thank you so much.